Let me show you guys how I make a quick little snack with a maruchan and some leftover birria. I was craving a maruchan and I was going to show you guys how to make more sticky ones, but I had leftover birria, so I was like, oh my gosh, I have to make a birria maruchan because I can always make a sticky soup and not always make birria, you know? Anyways, we're going to begin by cooking our noodles and I'm going to use the broth of our birria to cook them. Quick tip, do not overcook it. Just enough to the noodles get soft. Then I pour my noodles in a bowl and it did need a little bit more broth, but that was not a problem. I just added some more. Add the cut up beef, lots and lots of cheese, and this is mozzarella. Then I sprinkled it with a little bit of onion and cilantro so my breath can be nice and stinky when I go to bed. Just kidding, guys. I do brush my teeth. Can't forget the lime juice and lots of chili oil because buttholes are gonna be burning tonight. Then I mix everything together and that's it, guys. As simple as that, you have a birria ramen. The hardest thing is making the birria. But who wants to know what I actually made with the birria? Anyone? Anyway, stay tuned for tomorrow. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Let's pack today's lunchbox for our friends and followers. Today we're making them a deep dish birria pizza. So I'm going to begin by making the birria. And yes, I already have plenty of recipes on how to make birria and I still got you guys another one. I'm going to cook my birria using my pressure cooker. And then once it's ready, I separate the meat from the broth, chop up the meat into little pieces. Then I make my pizza dough, butter up its buns, roll it up so it can be nice and flaky. Then I cut them up, roll them up into these little bowls so I can put them in these individual deep dish pizza pans. I also butter up his buns so the dough can be nice and crispy. And I spread the pizza dough inside the pan. We're gonna load the bottom with lots of cheese. I'm using mozzarella, Gouda, and Fontina. Then we add lots of birria meat and don't be stingy. Sprinkle a little bit of onion and cilantro. Now I'm just gonna ladle our sauce, which is the consomme that I thickened up with a little bit of cornstarch because I didn't want the pizza to be soggy. Add some more cheese and then I stuck it in the oven at 460 degrees until they got nice and crispy. As soon as they come out, I sprinkle more onion and cilantro, add a couple of radishes, and then I drizzle some spicy avocado sauce. Then I take the pizza out of the pan and then cut it in 4 slices. I also made them some cheesy garlic breadsticks, but they were more like a mini calzone. Now let me tell you, now those dipped in some consomme were so freaking bomb. Speaking of, we had to add some extra toppings for the consomme. And then this is what it looked like on my end. For their drink, they had the option between a soda or a sparkly green apple, kiwi, cucumber, agua fresca. And you already know that not one soul chose that soda. That is it, guys. I'm just gonna get everything ready for them, including their drink, so they can come and pick up during lunchtime. We got one reaction, guys. Bye! Let me finally show you guys how I make my birria. We're going to begin by making the sauce. In a pot, you're going to boil your chiles and your tomatoes. And these are all the spices you're going to need. I make sure to write them down, guys. Once all your peppers have been cooked and cooled down, you're going to add them to your blender along with all the spices and some aromatics. For your aromatics, or I don't even know if that's what you call it. But anyways, you're going to put in here a quarter piece of onion, 4 large garlic cloves, and a small piece of ginger like this. The ginger is basically just going to leave your people questioning their existence. For your meat, you're going to use chuck roast. Now, if you want a finger-licking birria, make sure that you add bone to your birria because the consomme is gonna be perfect. Anyways, you're going to add all the ingredients I just listed on the screen right now, along with your sauce and some water, depending on how juicy or brothy you want your birria. I personally don't like it super brothy, so I'm just going to add enough water to cover all the meat. And I mix everything together, cook this in my pressure cooker for about an hour and a half, just to make sure everything is nice and tender. Once the birria is ready, you're going to skim the fat, separate the meat and the broth, chop up your meat into small little pieces. Now, if you're going to make quesabirria tacos with your birria, then the fat you can use to crisp up your tortilla so your quesabirria tacos can be nice and crispy. But I just threw mine away because I didn't need it. I used my birria to make the deep dish pizzas, and with any leftover, I made birria ramen. And that's it, guys. That is how I make my birria. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Let me show you guys how I made the dough for my deep dish pizza. And let me tell you, it is not the same as regular pizza dough, so don't even try it. In a bowl, I'm going to add all of the ingredients I listed on the screen. But first, I'm going to add the dry ingredients. Then I give everything a quick little mix before I add my water and my fat. In my case, I added olive oil, but you can also add butter. Using my stand mixer, I'm going to make the dough. And once it comes together, it's going to be a little on the sticky side, but it's perfect. Just put it in a bowl, spray a little bit of nonstick, and then let this rise until it doubles up in size. Once it doubles up in size, you're going to punch the air out, and then using a roller, you're going to roll it flat. Then we butter up its buns, roll it up to create layers because we want the dough to be nice and flaky, and I like those flakes on your shirt. Cut the dough in serving sizes, and then these are the layers that I'm talking about. I roll them up into little bowls. I'm using individual pizza pans. I just butter up its buns and then put my dough there so it can be nice and crispy. put them in my dirty oven, and then let them cook. Please do not trust my timing. And with the leftover dough, I was able to make some cheesy calzones that stretch for about a block. But that's it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Let's pack today's lunchbox for my friends and followers. In honor of Mardi Gras, I decided to make them a Mardi Gras inspired lunch. So I'm making them a jambalaya with a couple of other things. We're going to begin by cooking all of our protein first. We did some chicken breast. We seasoned it up with a little bit of Cajun seasoning, some spicy andouille sausage. We let it get nice and crispy before we removed it, and then add our Maruchan sized shrimpies. Cook those babies up and then remove them using the same juices in the same pan we saute our veggies. Then I add a can of roasted tomatoes, my rice, dumped all my meats back in there except for the shrimpies, unless you want those mother truckers to disappear and become rubber bands. Let this come to a boil, cover it up, reduce to low, and let this cook for about 25 minutes. Once the rice is cooked, then you add your shrimpies and it's ready to serve. I tried to get a little bit of everything. I'm also adding a little corn on the cob that I roasted with some garlic and butter, a couple of some spicy, crispy, regular sized shrimpies, and some hush puppies. Then I sprinkle a little bit of their daily greens in the form of green onions. And don't think they're just gonna eat their stuff like that. They need some hot sauce. So I'm gonna add 2 of these little containers of hot sauce. As a sweet treat, I decided to make them a king cake. And even though my decoration was not all there because my sugars colors were not looking like they should, the flavor was there, and honestly it's a thought that matters, I think. For their drink, they had the option between a soda or, to continue along with the Mardi Gras celebration, I'm making them a slushy type of drink just to keep the colors separated. The bottom part was sour apple with kiwi, and then the top was dragon fruit and passion fruit. Topped it off with a little bit of gold sugar, and that's it, guys. This was Mardi Gras lunch. I'm just gonna hurry my ass up, get everything ready for them, including their king cake and their drinks, so they can come and pick up during lunchtime. Bye! Let's pack today's lunchbox for my friends and followers. Today I'm making them a Chile Relleno burger. What? Yes, I know, a Chile Relleno burger. Just trust me and have faith in me. I'm gonna begin by roasting and peeling my poblano peppers, and they're not spicy, by the way. Then I stuff them using cheddar cheese and some mozzarella. Close them up using some toothpicks because I don't know how to do it without them. Then I coat them in some flour so that my egg batter sticks to them. Take them to the oil and fry them up until they get nice and golden on all the sides. And don't forget to remove those toothpicks or they will choke. I'm gonna cook my patties using my comal because I ain't about to go out there and wash that flat top. Butter up my buns, make sure they're nice and crispy. On the top bun, I'm gonna spread a layer of a chipotle mayo, and then the bottom bun is gonna get lots of guacamole. I'm gonna add a couple pickled jalapenos, and then I sprinkle it with some fresh pico, our daily greens in form of lettuce, our beef patty, and then I also slice some slices of queso fresco, and then I grill them up on my comal, and they're also gonna get a slice of that. And then on top of that is where we're gonna add the chile relleno because we have not forgotten about it. That's the star. Who else loves chile rellenos? Am I the only one? Anyways, I'm gonna top it off with the top bun, wrap it up with some parchment paper, and then I split it in half for them because it was freaking huge. Plus, I also like whenever you guys can get to see the inside because I am amazed. Now, this is probably a burger that I would love to put in a restaurant if I had one. They're also gonna get a side of some crispy fries and ketchup. Now, unfortunately, I didn't got time to make them an agua fresca, but I still gave them the option between a Pepsi or a Coke. By the way, guys, can you guys help me wish Peyton good luck on her upcoming pageant? She's competing for Miss 8th grade, March 5th, and I'm gonna leave all of her information down in the comment section. That's it, guys, and I'm just gonna get everything ready for them so they can come and pick up during lunchtime. Bye!